Hello everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where it's February 2024 and it's time for another trip announcement. We started off the year with an awesome trip out to the UAE and we loved it, didn't we?
It was fantastic. We had such an amazing time. I miss it so much.
Oh, it was brilliant. So make sure you check out all the different vlogs if you haven't already seen them. But yes, as I mentioned, we're into a new month. It's February. We've still got quite a bit of time before the start of the UK theme park season. So we thought, let's take you all on another exciting trip.
So as you've seen by the title, we're going to be going on our first ever Disney cruise and we are so excited.
We've wanted to do a Disney cruise for many, many years and honestly we cannot wait to take you all along for the adventure. It's going to be a brilliant experience. Now we did our first cruise last year and we covered it all over on the Sandbrook Adventures, but we did film one video for this channel and that was the roller coaster that was on the top, the Bolt coaster that we experienced, and we fell in love with cruising, didn't we?
It was so much fun. There's just so much going on there, so I can't wait to see what a Disney Cruise Line has to offer.
And that's the thing, Disney Cruise Line, known as one of the best cruise lines in the world for so much entertainment, lots going on, and we are really excited for that. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Disney Cruise first and what you can expect from content from that, and then also talk about what else we're going to be doing, because of course, the Disney Cruise we're going to be doing is from the USA, and that does mean we're going to be going back to Florida as well.
Figment, we're coming back for you.
Of course, we love a good trip out to Walt Disney World and of course Universal Orlando. We're going to be heading there literally in the next couple of weeks, which is really exciting, and that'll be coming up on this channel after the cruise. So yes, let's start off then by talking about exactly what you're going to expect videos wise from the Disney cruise. And the thing is, we don't fully know exactly what to expect either, do we?
That's the thing, like we haven't got a full itinerary of what is going to be on the cruise apart from a few little bits, so it's going to be a surprise for us when we do get on there as well.
We know how many nights we're doing and that sort of thing, but we don't know the exact details of each and every day because we thought let's keep it a bit of a surprise and you'll be able to see it all in our content. Now, much like when we did the Carnival Mardi Gras last September, all of our cruise content is going to be coming up over on the Sandbrook Adventures, our second channel. So I'm sure many of you have already been over there, but if you haven't already, now is the time to join us on our second channel because we're going on the Disney cruise. Oh, it's going to be great. And yeah, we'll be doing a similar format to last time, filming each and every day and the experiences we get up to on the ship and also at the different port areas as well. So yes, all the content from that will be coming up on the Sandbrook Adventures, and then of course it's back to the theme parks in Florida here on this channel. So yes, it's going to be a 5-night Western Caribbean cruise. We're going to be sailing on the Disney Dream, aren't we?
Oh, I just can't wait to see what it's like, see Mickey Mouse walking around. It's just going to be so exciting.
We're going to be staying in a standard inside stateroom, so yeah, nothing like extra fancy. It's like the cheapest room on there on the Disney cruise, and that's the thing for us. We was in an inside room on the Carnival ship and that was perfectly fine for us, mainly because we like to keep busy, don't we?
We do. We like to be out all the time on the cruise, but the good thing is the photos that we have seen, the room looks quite spacious. It's even got like a sofa in there, which is great for us.
Yeah, you actually get like a magic portal, which is like basically a screen just on the wall with like a live video feed of what you'd see normally out of the window. So I think that's quite a cool feature, so that'll be nice. But yeah, in terms of the room, it looks fantastic, it looks quite spacious. And of course, Disney cruises are one of the more expensive cruise lines out there. You know, it isn't cheap to go on one, and that's why I've never done one before. We wanted to try another cruise line first, like we did with Carnival last year, before going out there and doing Disney, you know, and spending the money on it. We wanted to make sure we liked cruising first, didn't we?
And we fell in love with cruising, so I cannot wait to get back on board.
Yeah, I don't think many of you expected to do another cruise quite so soon, and neither did we, to be honest, but we thought, you know what, let's really kick off 2024 in style with the UAE trip and then back out to Florida and doing this cruise. So yeah, as we say, it's going to be 5 nights Western Caribbean, and we're actually going to be stopping in 2 different places as well. One of those being Cozumel in Mexico. I think I've said that right, Cozumel. I think it's something like that. My pronunciation's always bad, but this looks really nice, so we'll be exploring there. And also the one that I'm most excited for, heading to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay. Of course, to go there, you have to be on a Disney Cruise Line ship. It's somewhere I've wanted to go to for a long time, especially because I've visited all the Disney parks around the world. Ticking off Castaway Cay has been a big thing for me.
Castaway Cay looks so good. Like, seeing all photos and videos, I cannot wait to see it in person.
Yeah, private island, you got the beach down
beautiful.
there. There's all sorts of like extra activities that you can do. There's things that are included in the price on there as well. Little nods to the Disney parks there as well. So if you like your Disney parks history, quite a lot of that to be seen on Castaway. I've watched so many videos, so many vlogs over the years, so it's going to be really surreal to actually step off the ship and see this in person for ourselves. We are really looking forward to that, and I'm sure Castaway will certainly be one of the highlights. But that's the thing with the Disney cruise. Yes, we know the basis of what we've booked there, but we don't know each individual detail. Of course, we know we've got all the themed dining experiences, different entertainment to see, and the actual ship itself, which has got lots of different slides and activities on, which is going to be good fun. And of course, you'll be able to discover it with us all over on the Sandbrook Adventures. Yeah, I thought, let's start off the year with another cruise, you know.
We just love cruising.
Yeah, we really do, and that's going to be fantastic. Now, the cruise is going to be from Fort Lauderdale, which of course is a few hours away from Orlando and the theme park area. We're going on this cruise literally in a few days' time, so the content will start in a couple of weeks over on the Sandbrook Adventures. We've still got a few videos from our trip to the UAE, and there's like a few more Dubai videos to share, and then it'll be straight into a cruise series for you all to enjoy after that. And like we say, because we're flying out to Florida, we thought we may as well do some theme parks as well, hadn't we?
I've never been to Orlando like in February time, so I'm looking forward to seeing the parks and seeing some events while we're there as well.
You've only ever been like around the Halloween period, you know.
So I'm looking forward to seeing it in a different type of season.
It's a lot less humid at this time of year.
Amazing.
That'd be a lot cooler, which would be quite nice actually, because that's the thing, Charlotte's only ever seen it during that kind of September, October period of time. It's like you've only ever been like to Universal, for example, when you've got like Halloween Horror Nights on.
It's going to be so weird going to Universal and not having Halloween Horror Nights on.
Well, we're going to be, of course, focusing the trip on Walt Disney World and Universal with this one, because we did do a full Florida trip back in September last year, so it really wasn't that long ago, but we thought we're going out there for the cruise. Everybody loves seeing Florida. We love going out there. It's the theme park capital of the world. Why not? And we thought we'll go a bit for a different time so we can see different things. So once again, we're going to be spending some time actually staying on property at the Walt Disney World Resort. Back in September last year, we stayed in one of the All-Stars hotels, and that was really good for us, wasn't it?
It was really nice. The theming in there was excellent. It was just so nice staying on site.
So we stayed at All-Star Music last time. You got 3 of the All-Star resorts. We're actually staying in All-Star Movies this trip. It's the budget option at Walt Disney World, but the room was really good. It was very spacious, wasn't it?
Yeah, because the rooms had been renovated, they looked quite modern, which was nice. Had like pictures of Mickey and Minnie on the wall, and we really liked the room.
Yeah, so I think the rooms are pretty much identical at all these All-Star resorts now, but I'm looking forward to staying here, and we'll see what it's like. We thought, you know, we've done music, sports, you know, we're not really sporty people ourselves, so we thought let's go for movies, and we did have a little bit of a stroll around that resort last time and thought the theming looked really good, quite kind of over the top.
It was cute.
It looked really good, like old school Disney, I'd class some of the theming as, you know, big set pieces, classic Disney, retro, so I'm looking forward to staying there and experience that. Of course, we're going to be filming vlogs from the 4 different Walt Disney World parks, and also something that I'm really excited for is finally getting back to Disney's Blizzard Beach water park.
I have never been, because it's always closed when we go in September. My first visit to Florida was in 2019, and I still have not been, so I can't wait to get and see it.
I think I've only been either once or twice, and I've been going for like 10 years now to Florida. I've done numerous trips, and there's never actually been a dedicated vlog from Blizzard Beach on Theme Park Worldwide, because basically now Disney, especially since the pandemic, they kind of rotate the opening of the water park, so it's either Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach that's open. But finally, because we're going at this time of year, we'll get Blizzard Beach, so I'm really looking forward to that. We might even go a couple of times, to be honest, depending on what the weather's like, if it's warm enough. But I think for us, you know, it's still going to be nice and warm for what we're used to. I know at this time of year it is much cooler in Florida, but for us, like, it'll probably just be the right temperature.
It's going to be great to not walk around like sweating so much because of the humidity.
It does get really humid out there, especially when we go, like, you know, later in the year, September time. So I thought, why not? Something a bit different. There's also another reason why we wanted to go back to Walt Disney World. It's quite a big reason, quite a big kind of surprise for 2024. So stay tuned, and more information will be about that on the way, because we're going to reveal that news at the start of our trip to Walt Disney World in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, stay tuned for the first part vlog where we're going to reveal what we've got planned to do with Disney and something very exciting for 2024. Get your speculation coming in down below in the video comments. Now, along with that, like I said, we're going to be heading to the Universal Orlando Resorts, getting back in both of the parks there, and also as well experiencing Mardi Gras. Now, I went out there for this back in March 2022, really enjoyed the Mardi Gras celebrations, and it's big scale stuff that they do for that, you know.
Mardi Gras looks great, like big set props and like the parades. I'm really looking forward to seeing a different style event at the parks. I've never seen it before.
That's the thing, there won't be pumpkins up and scare zones, you know.
I know, it's going to be strange.
Yeah, it will be weird for you, but it's good to see, and Mardi Gras is a brilliant event. Part of me, you know, thinks it's my favourite event that Universal do, actually. It was really good last time, and the parade's on like every day, they're chucking beads out.
Love that.
You know, and it's all kind of included as well. You just kind of stand there and get involved in it, which is great. And so I'm really, really excited to get back to that. And just in general, getting back on some of our favourite rides. I know it's only been like, what, just under 6 months really since we were last there, but we thought, why not? Especially with us having bigger plans when it comes to Disney throughout 2024, and really having a reason to go back so soon, and doing the Disney cruise as well. So as much as it wasn't that long ago we went, there's lots of new things to see. And just going back to Disney, there's not been any new rides or anything since last time we were there. However, there has been some new experiences, such as the new nighttime show in Epcot, which is Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, we've seen a few photos and videos and it looks quite special, so I can't wait to see it in person and see how it compares to other nighttime shows that Epcot has had.
That's the thing, it certainly looks better than Harmonious in my opinion. Of course, I was a huge Illuminations, Reflections of Earth fan. I was sad when that show closed back in 2019. However, this does look good. I'm liking the soundtrack, the lighting looks really promising for it as well. So I'm excited to see that one. So we'll film the show and have a review of Luminous. And also as well, we'll finally get to see Epcot almost not in a construction site. I know there's still a little bit of construction going on, but we're actually going to be able to walk into the park under Spaceship Earth and straight down to World Showcase and not go through loads of construction areas, because the World Celebration Gardens are now completed. They opened a few months ago, and that's the central area of Epcot that was under construction for 4 years.
I have actually never seen Epcot not under construction.
No, that's the thing, like construction walls, because your first visit was 2019.
Yes, it was all construction walls.
They'd already started, so you don't even remember like the Fountain of Nations and that whole kind of central area. So yeah, it's very different now. It looks really nice, especially at night. I think it maybe lacks a little bit of theming and character in places, but at night it looks really good with the lighting, and it's all kind of synced up with Spaceship Earth. I love Epcot, I love the meaning behind the park, and obviously Walt's kind of vision. So I'm really excited to see that and just spend more time there. And of course, it's always a pleasure getting back to the Disney parks, and there's certainly going to be lots of that coming up this year on the channel, as you will find out with our announcements. But yeah, it's just really exciting just to get back there, different time of the year, bring some more magic to you. And again, February is a lower season here in the UK, not loads going on ahead of the start of the season. So we thought, you know what, let's do another trip, make the most of it, and take you all along for another adventure as well. It's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Oh, I cannot wait. Get me to some nice weather.
Oh, I know, yeah, like even like sitting in the studio looking out, it's raining, it's miserable, and obviously in the vlogs we'll take you along and bring you some sunshine, hopefully. You know, we'll see what the weather's going to be like at this time of year. From what I remember when I went back in 2022 in March, it was pretty good, so hopefully we'll be in for some nice weather, less humidity, and just overall have a fantastic time. And of course the Disney cruise, well, that's going to be really exciting. So in terms of when this content's going to be starting, our Disney cruise videos, about a couple of weeks to go, and of course we'll have a travel vlog heading out to Florida, because we're also trying a different airline this time. We're not flying Virgin, we're not flying on like Norwegian or something like that. We're trying something different. We're flying with Norse, so this is like a more of a budget airline that started up not that long ago, so we thought we'll give them a go and see what they're like. I know you all like our travel vlogs, so we've heard a lot of stories about Norse, so I thought let's book it and let's see what it's like. You know, the flights were pretty cheap, let's give it a go and see what they're going to be like as well. So stay tuned for that coming up. A little bit different. We've, you know, always flew like Virgin or British Airways or Norwegian or something like that. So it's nice to try Norse and see what that's going to be like. And of course, then we'll have a full series of vlogs from them Florida parks here on Theme Park Worldwide. We're not going to be visiting Busch Gardens and SeaWorld this time, mainly because we only did them back, of course, in September. And also as well, they are both building new roller coasters that are going to be opening later this year. So we're going to save them for a future visit, whether that's later on in 2024 or into 2025. Of course, we'll make that decision later in the year. But yeah, we're going to not go to those this time. It's very much a Disney and Universal focused trip, and of course a cruise, and all the cruise content will be coming up over on the Sandbrook Adventures. There we go, a little bit of a surprise announcement for you. We thought, let's not confirm it too early. We'll see how we feel, get something booked, and take you all along. How about that?
I need to get packing.
We do need to get packing because literally at the time of filming this, we're flying out there tomorrow and we're going to be heading on to our cruise. So stay tuned, content on the way next week from Florida here on Theme Park Worldwide. We've also got our Q&A video coming up in the next couple of days, so make sure you stay tuned for that, answering over 60 of your questions that you've put to myself and Charlotte. So that's going to be coming up. We always like to do a Q&A just ahead of the start of the new season. But that leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.